Right now at 10, state and local agencies are on the scene of a train derailment near Ferryville. Officials say there's no danger to the public. And the river is hitting a crest in La Crosse. Flood damage for a small business on French Island could have been worse, but loyal customers lent a hand. Plus, Minnesota's governor signs protections for transgender people into law, further cementing his goal to create a sanctuary state for people seeking gender-affirming care.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Crews are working to clear a BNSF train that derailed near Ferryville just after noon today. 4 workers were taken by ambulance to be checked for non-life-threatening injuries. Crawford County emergency management officials say the cargo that was being carried by the trains were batteries, paint, and oxygen. Booms are set up in the river to catch any spilled diesel fuel. They say they don't know how long cleanup will take right now or what caused the derailment. Officials say the response to the derailment, though, was fast.
The community response has been nothing short of amazing. This many volunteer fire departments, volunteer EMS agencies coming at this fast and setting up incident command was nothing short of phenomenal. The public that is concerned, I can tell you BNSF is very careful during this, and they continue to do all of their inspections.
They say they don't know how long cleanup will take or what caused it, but officials say at this time they don't believe there are any hazards to the public. Now, Wisconsin's 3rd District Representative Derek Van Orden sent out a statement about today's derailment, saying he started coordinating with federal, state, and local officials as well as BNSF. He says his staff is traveling to the site, and the chair of the Transportation and Infrastructure Subcommittee has also made staff available. Now, we were talking with emergency management officials earlier on. There's a lot of speculation about did the high water levels cause it? We were told that the levels at where that train derailment occurred, it was actually at least several inches, if not feet, above the water levels. But talking about river levels, Eric, some areas starting to see a crest, others approaching.
Right, and Ken, I want to show you this map real quick. Remember last week we had all these purple dots along the Mississippi. Yeah. Now they're starting to turn red, so red is moderate flooding. So there's some good news there in that aspect. Matter of fact, take a look here at the latest river levels starting in Wabasha. You're at 16.02 feet. Now these numbers are going down pretty steady, if you will. Take a look at this over towards the Minnesota City area, 663.95 feet. Over towards Winona, 18.24. Over towards the Trempealeau area, you're at 650.64. Let's go down to the La Crescent area, 644.47. La Crosse, we were at 16.75 earlier today. We're now down to 15.68. So we dropped a few there. As we go down to Lansing, we're at 19.58 feet. Over towards the Lynxville area, 630.25. And then over towards the McGregor area, you actually went up a little bit at 22.88 feet. Now, we take a look here at the latest in regards to the Mississippi. We're sitting at 15.68. We're going to go to 15.1 by the 30th, down to 14.4 feet by May 2nd, and then May 4th, we'll go down to 13.7 feet. And the good news for the next 6 to 10 days, as well as the next 8 to 14 days, the Climate Prediction Center is keeping us drier than normal, so we have a chance to clear out. So we have rain chances this weekend, though, that we have to talk about before we can talk about this. And we'll talk about everything coming up in the first warn forecast in a few minutes. Over to you. All
right, Eric, thanks very much. All right, well, in the meantime, the National Weather Service says Prairie du Chien is still a little ways away from a crest. The city reported a river stage this afternoon of about 22.8 feet, the 3rd highest mark ever seen in the area. And the river could rise to just over 23 feet by Friday afternoon. Hoffman Rec Center is still a shelter for evacuees. Anyone leaving their homes are asked to contact Madison Gas and Electric and Alliant Energy. And anyone getting water into their basement is asked to cover floor drains to protect the sanitary sewer line. Several road closures remain in effect as well. These are just a few of them popping up on your screen. We have the full list on news8000.com. We have seen what record flooding can do to homes, and often local businesses are impacted as well. News 8 Now's Anna Fisher spoke to one small business owner on French Island who got some help avoiding some major flood damage. Good evening, Anna.
Good evening, Ken. Known as cresting, the river reached its highest point this morning at more than 16 feet. One restaurant on French Island avoided damage from the flood by getting help from some loyal customers. The River Rat Bar on French Island. might have been the river's next target.
It makes us very mindful how powerful the river is.
But thanks to Brennan Construction,
They're customers of ours.
the bars, docks, and outdoor seating were saved.
We're really lucky to have a local business just be able to do that for us.
The crew raised the docks over 8 feet to bring the seating area above floodwaters.
They came right over, immediately and said, yeah, we've got extra pipe, we've got the welders, and they brought their little boat over here with a crew, and it was just taken care of.
Cindy Gerke Edwards is one of the River Rats owners. She says this issue was somewhat unavoidable.
The poles were designed to handle 16 feet. They're right at that right now. And I just didn't want to take that chance that what if it went a little bit higher than that.
Despite the flooding, it seems to be business as usual.
We've got such good local people here, and it's just the same. I think that's what I love about La Crosse.
And the owner says outdoor seating will remain closed until it is safe to reopen. She's looking forward to getting customers back outside to enjoy the river. Ken, back to you.
All right, Anna Fisher reporting. Thanks very much. Meantime, Wisconsin Republicans today releasing a new proposal to use state surplus money to fund local governments. The plan would send 20% of all state sales tax revenue to local governments. Now, it amounts to a $227 million increase to a shared revenue system that has capped payments since 2004. And that frozen program had meant more local communities had to go to referendum to ask people to pay more in property taxes to cover critical local services like law enforcement, fire, EMS, and public works. Representatives who are announcing the news in La Crosse today say the plan fills a major need.
And that's why I think this is so critical, especially for all the people who require all these services. It touches all of us.
Governor Evers had also supported sending more state sales tax revenue back to local governments, so the bipartisan measure would seem likely to make it in the next state budget. Minnesota's governor says several new state laws signal a good day for freedoms. Governor Tim Walz signed 3 Democratic bills into law today. The first makes Minnesota a refuge state for transgender people seeking gender-affirming care. The second ensures legal protections for people seeking or providing abortions in the state. And the third bans the discredited practice of changing a person's sexual identity, otherwise known as conversion therapy. Walz says the actions taken today are a sign to the country that Minnesota embraces inclusivity.
I think the message, again, was very clear. This is about an expansion to rights and carving out a state where no one is told they don't belong, where everyone is valued, and we will protect people's bodily sovereignty.
Washington State signed a similar bill protecting people seeking both reproductive and gender-affirming care. Critics argue the laws amount to government overreach. The second La Crosse Soup of 2023 kicked off tonight, where 4 groups made a pitch to the community with hopes of receiving funding. The organizations informed the community about their projects as people enjoy soup, bread, and some pastries. Everyone who bought soup get to vote for one of those 4 groups. One of the organizations participating was Driftless Rec Services, and it won the majority of the votes tonight. Owner and rec therapist Patrick Killian says he already has plans for the funds.
We don't have a facility. We're a community-based program, which means that all of our engagement and all of our programming takes place in the community, at coffee shops, the YMCA, parks, things like that. We have no building, and so we're just a part of the community every day. Maintaining those vehicles is an important part of our ongoing programming.
All in all, Driftless Rec Services taking home $2,449 from tonight's event. After the break, a chance to get rid of electronics for free tomorrow. Plus, seniors in Vernon County got a chance to plan ahead at an aging and disability resource fair.
I won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
I won't handle your divorce.
I do know a few things about personal injury law.
All I do is help injured people get the compensation they deserve.
At Bygoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
3-time ACM Entertainer of the Year and 8-time Grammy Award-winning superstar, Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood in concert. Live at the Treasure Island Amphitheater, Friday, July 21st. Get tickets now at TICasino.com. For more, visit CarrieUnderwoodOfficial.com.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day.
Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners.
Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
When the insurance company sees Bygolf and Roadie on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygolf and Roadie gets results for its clients.
A Vernon County Resource Center is linking area seniors with long-term care options. The Aging and Disability Resource Center of Vernon County hosted its second annual senior fair this morning at the county fairgrounds. Over 50 vendors set up displays offering in-home services, financial services, and more for seniors and people with disabilities, as well as their caregivers. The Vernon County Health Department offered health and wellness screenings as well. One organizer says they want to lay all options on the table because seniors don't always know where to turn.
As they get older, they don't know how to plan for their estates. They don't know where they can get in-home care. They don't know what's available to them to allow them to stay within their homes as long as possible and have the best quality of care.
So if you missed out on the fair today, you can contact the Aging and Disability Resource Center at the number right there on your screen. If you're ready to do a little spring cleaning and get rid of old electronics, there's an opportunity to get them recycled free of charge. Tomorrow, Dynamic Recycling will be collecting TVs, computers, tablets, old DVD and VHS players, and more. There is no item limit. Collection is happening at Dynamic's facility in Onalaska. They're also hosting an on-site job fair. You can bring your resume and talk to Dynamic's hiring team. The event runs from 1 to 4 in the afternoon. We'll have a full list of accepted items on our website. And starting tomorrow, a new event coming to Viroqua. The inaugural Ridges and Rivers Book Festival runs from tomorrow to Sunday. The fest features a performance at the Temple Theater, writing workshops, and authors set up at various locations, and a Sunday morning pancake breakfast. We got a link to the full list of events on our website. Still ahead, another diabetes drug may be approved by the FDA for weight loss. Plus, it's not just tech companies doing layoffs. Gap announcing it's letting go of thousands of workers.
And in the world of weather, we have mostly cloudy skies for tonight, but rain chances will start to pick up as we go into the weekend. We'll plot everything out with Sky Tracker coming up on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
No one gives you more choices than Dahl Auto. We have the best selection in the region with over 400 new vehicles from 9 different brands. Schedule a VIP appointment or buy online at dahlauto.com.
At Papa Murphy's, we build your pizza with the freshest ingredients. You take it and bake it fresh in your oven.
So technically, I make the pizza.
Right now, get the limited time Taco Grande pizza. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, our warehouses are overflowing with items ready for delivery. Bedrooms, sofas, kitchen and dining, it's all in stock. On top of sale prices, if it's in our warehouse, you can take an extra $100 off items over $1,000, $200 off items over $3,000, or $300 off items over $6,000. If it's in stock, save even more. But these discounts won't last. Shop Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, voted your favorite furniture store.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Why should you have to continue to do that? Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. And once again, you're called upon by your family to serve and protect. We want you to know we are here to support you. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. It's not easy to ask for a hand up, but we are clear in our mission. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again. 833-WIS-VRAP. That's 833-947-8727.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
The new cars are rolling in at Dahl Auto with over 400 vehicles available. While other dealers have brochures, we have the newest models on the show floor with all the latest technology and safety features. Experience them for yourself at Dahl Auto.
Come explore and plan your next home improvement project at the Board Store Home Improvement's historic 8-building showroom, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
Drug maker Eli Lilly says its blood sugar drug tirzepatide is one step closer to being FDA approved for weight loss. The FDA approved it last year for helping people with type 2 diabetes control blood sugar. Lilly says a new study also found obese adults with diabetes were able to lose weight while on tirzepatide. Now that study has not been peer reviewed, but the study signals the drug is on track to compete with the likes of Wegovy and Ozempic. Two new reports show mixed signs over the U.S. economy. The Department of Commerce says gross domestic product slowed to just over 1% in the first quarter this year. Economists say slower GDP growth means high interest rates and inflation are weighing on businesses. However, the Bureau of Labor Statistics says businesses are still hanging on to their employees. First-time jobless claims fell last week when they were expected to increase. But not all businesses are thriving. Retail company Gap is laying off 1,800 workers in an effort to save about $300 million a year. That means the average salary of the fired workers is well into the six figures. The move comes after the company saw its stock drop 23% in a year. And Samsung's profits fell 95% today. The world's biggest memory chip maker said operating profits fell to about $479 million in the first quarter. That's the lowest for any quarter in 14 years. Samsung says the global downturn is to blame for forcing shoppers to cut back on tech purchases. And chip prices have dropped 70% in the last 9 months, but investors do anticipate a recovery later this year. And speaking of recovery, a lot of our Riverside communities having to recover from these floodwaters.
Right, and that's going to take several weeks after everything starts to recede. So definitely keep them in your thoughts and prayers over the next several weeks. So in the world weather tonight, we do have a clean sweep across the majority of the Coulee region, but we're not out of the woods yet. As we go throughout the weekend, we'll see rain chances start to pick up. Here's a look at the radar scan right now. You can see we are seeing some false returns on the across radar, but you go over towards the west, over towards the Twin Cities area, you can see right there a line of thunderstorms pushing its way through. Now that is going to clip the northern part of the viewing area as we go into the overnight hours into the first part of your Friday morning. So when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the 40s will greet you. We'll see an overnight low of 46 in Ladysmith, 47 Eau Claire, 43 Black River Falls, 42 Sparta, 45 in La Crosse, 48 in Winona, 42 in Prairie du Chien. So here's how everything starts to time out with Sky Tracker. Keep an eye on your timestamp here, and now watch what happens as we go into the overnight hours. There you go, that rain chance I was talking about across portions of Rusk County. That's where that comes into play. Then they really start to ramp up as we go into the afternoon hours. Look at this, Black River Falls, Sparta, La Crosse, Viroqua. Seeing some heavy rain, not ruling out some thunderstorm activity with this as well. Then this clears out. And then we're left with mostly cloudy skies on Saturday, but then another wave off towards the north and west. You can see it right here. This is going to be our weather maker as we go into Saturday afternoon, going into the evening hours into Sunday. We'll talk about that coming up in just a couple seconds. So tomorrow we'll see partly to mostly cloudy skies to start. The rain chances will pick up in the afternoon and evening hours. Highs will be in the 60s and 70s across the majority of the viewing area, with the exception of our northern zone. We'll see temperatures going into the upper 50s to low 60s. I'm looking at you, Ladysmith. You'll be at 59, 63 Cornell, 66 in Stanley. Here's how we get to 70 tomorrow. We'll start the day off with a temperature of 52 by the 8 o'clock hour. We'll go to the upper 60s, low 70s by the 2 o'clock hour. And at that time, that rain chance really starts to ramp up. We'll see a 70% chance of rain by 6 o'clock with a temperature of 60, and then the double nickels, 55 degrees by 8 p.m. Outside right now, not bad. We made it to 70 after a morning start of 47, 65, and 43 is where we should be for this time of year. Eau Claire, you made it to 64 after a morning start of 48, 62, and 38. Is where you should be for this time of year. Right now, Eau Claire, you're sitting at the double nickels. 55 degrees is the current temperature. You have cloudy skies with winds out of the north at 7 miles per hour. In La Crosse, we're at 59 degrees. Again, we have clear skies. It feels like 59. Look at the temperature here at the station. 61 degrees with a light southerly wind at 8 miles per hour. So here's this low pressure system I was talking about right here. Watch what happens as it pushes its way through Friday going into Saturday, and then our next system will push its way through right here Saturday going into Sunday, and it's going to do two things. Yeah, it's going to increase the rain chances, but it's going to substantially drop the temperature as we go into your Sunday. We go from 70 on Friday to 46 for a high on Sunday, back to 49 on Monday, back into the 50s on Tuesday, and then mid-60s with mostly sunny skies for Wednesday, going into Thursday, going into Friday. So once we get past this little 4-day window known as Friday through Monday, the next several days after that, we're going to stay dry and we'll see temperatures in the 60s.
All right, good.
And I like to see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Eric, thanks very
You
much.
bet.
Coming up next in sports, the Packers and Vikings making their first-round draft choices tonight. And it was a busy day for high school sports as well. MVC rivals meeting on the pitch, Aquinas and Onalaska. Rob's got the highlights next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. At Mayo Clinic Health System, get personalized specialty care with access to experts from orthopedics to neurosurgery and cardiology to cancer care, all close to home.
Ashley's having a huge sale. Right now, you can get up to 50% off floor models. Plus, shop limited time deals throughout the entire store. These deals won't last long, and once they're gone, they're gone. Hurry to your local Ashley store to shop and save today.
I went from doing heroin and cocaine on a daily basis to selling things, stealing things, even selling to my friends, and then cutting it down just to keep my addiction going. Knowing that there's Narcan out there that could help you not die and have that chance at tomorrow, I'd hope everyone does their due diligence in learning ways they can get it.
This is how legends are made.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $3,750 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high-output engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Get your next project started with 11% off everything at Menards. Let the fresh spring air in with a new Larson Storm Door featuring screen-away technology. This Lakeview Storm Door is just $299.99 after rebate. Keep your furry friends happy, healthy, and safe with innovative products from PetSafe. From pet fences to training collars and more, this remote trainer dog collar for smaller dogs is only $159.95 plus 11% savings.
Save big money at Menards.
Ashley's having a huge sale. Right now, you can get up to 50% off floor models. Plus, shop limited time deals throughout the entire store. These deals won't last long, and once they're gone, they're gone. Hurry to your local Ashley store to shop and save today.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The high school spring sports season is finally hitting its stride. The weather's been great this week. The athletes taking full advantage of it. We'll start with an MVC showdown on the softball circle. Vikings and Hilltoppers squaring off in Onalaska. Holman putting up a 3-spot in the first, and Marcy Jacobson keeping it that way. The junior getting out of a big jam in the bottom of the first. Then it's Jacobson getting another strikeout to end the second. And Jacobson not only doing it with her arm, but with her bat as well. Look at this shot. Jacobson crushes it to left. A no-doubter. 2-run blast for the junior puts Holman up 5. Vikings hang on for the win, 7-3. MVC rivals clashing on the pitch as well. Aquinas and Onalaska going head-to-head. Blue Gold's goalie Barcha Nizdalova busy at the net. Nice save there to keep this one scoreless. But later in the half, corner kick for the Hilltoppers, and Ellie Mascotti is there to send it home. Ref got in the way, but it's okay. Onalaska takes a 1-0 lead. Later in the half, a little miscue by the Blue Golds. Onalaska takes advantage of it. Again, it's Mascotti. Second goal of the night for the sophomore. Makes it 2-0 Hilltoppers, but Nizdalova buckles down, comes up with a couple of big saves to keep it a 2-goal game. She was everywhere, even stopping this rocket from Amaya Tessing. Still 2-0 Onalaska, but midway through the first half, Tessing redeems herself. Nobody stopping this shot. Hilltoppers take a 3-goal lead at the break. They go on to win by a final of 6-0. Surprising news out of UW La Crosse. After 6 seasons with the Eagles, head basketball coach Ken Dernbach is moving on. Dernbach will take over the basketball program at UW Stevens Point. the place where he was an assistant before coming to lacrosse. In 6 seasons at UWL, Dernbach won 99 games, leading the Eagles to 2 NCAA tournament appearances. It's the night NFL fans have been waiting for since the Super Bowl, and for the Packers, this offseason has been full of headlines. We'll add another one tonight for Green Bay. With the 13th pick in the first round, the Packers choosing to go defense as they select defensive end Lucas Van Ness out of Iowa. Despite never starting a game for the Hawkeyes, Van Ness still managed to record 14 sacks over the past 2 seasons. And with Rashawn Gary still recovering from a torn ACL, the Packers' first-round pick could make an immediate impact for the green and gold. As for the Vikings, it's Minnesota grabbing a skills position player at 23. Vikings getting stud in USC's Jordan Addison, and with Minnesota no longer having Adam Thielen on the offensive side of the ball, Reed paired with Justin Jefferson could be a dynamic duo for the Vikings. And finally, on the hardwood, it was a painful night for Bucs fans as the top seed in the East could not get the job done in a do-or-die game 5 at home. Milwaukee needing a win to keep its season alive, but with just 2 seconds left in regulation, the Heat executing this play perfectly. Jimmy Butler does what he's done all series, that bucket forcing overtime. Miami knocks off the Bucs in shocking fashion, 128-126. After the game, Giannis was asked if this season was a failure. Here's what he had to say.
There's no failure in sports. You know, there's good days, bad days. Some days you are able to be successful, some days you're not. Some days it's your turn, some days it's not your turn. And that's what sports is about. You don't always win. Some other people's gonna win. And this year, somebody else is gonna win. Simple as that. We're gonna come back next year, try to be better, try to build good habits, try to play better, not have a 10-day stretch with playing bad basketball, you know, and hopefully we can win a championship.
And Ken, we didn't get a chance to talk about this at 6, but feelings on that? I know it was a tough finish for all Bucs fans.
Yeah, quite a finish last night. It feels like you're listening to like your wise uncle when you listen to that soundbite. Like you would expect him to be so distraught over how incredibly. I mean, you got to call it a collapse in the fourth quarter. I think it was like 2 of 19 as a team. I mean, Giannis missed more free throws than he actually made. So there's a lot that you would feel if you were on that Bucs team, you'd be disappointed by. And if you're the face of the team, you should be extra disappointed.
Sure.
But I think it's that balance of just having that perspective of, you know, you're playing basketball for a living, you're having fun, and keeping that separation. Whereas all of us fans, we feel that disappointment.
Sure.
It's almost like we're part of the team. And so Giannis being able to separate that so quickly after that loss, I think might be jarring to some fans because they want to see the same level of frustration they probably felt after watching that debacle. But I think it just speaks to him as a professional.
It's a tough question to answer that soon.
Yeah,
after
10 minutes after.
Still pretty raw. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the reporter knew what he was doing. I think.
Yeah, trying to get a little rise out of Giannis a little bit. All right, Packers wide receiver, tight end, maybe day 2.
We'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Sam Laporta, Iowa.
Just get all the Hawkeyes. Kate will love it. Rob, thanks very much. More news right after this.
It's the Bobby Bones Show. Let's go. We're going to make you laugh. And the biggest stars in country music, they all come by here.
Really?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Join me, Bobby Bones, every weekday morning starting at 6 on Kicks 106.3.
Hey, Nick. Want your usual?
Yeah, please.
How's your day going?
Oh, pretty good. Air conditioning went out at the house, and I got some guys coming over to fix it.
Nothing that GNT can't take your mind off of, right?
Oh, absolutely, man. I can always depend on GNC to put my mind at ease.
Especially when I make them, eh?
Well, I'm talking about GNC heating and air conditioning. They have never let me down.
GNT, the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Maybe I should switch to GNT.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford truck to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. It's showtime. Now for a limited time only, get 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, one sec. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just one line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get one line for $29.99, plus we'll give you an extra $200. US Cellular, built for us.
Hey golfers, don't miss the Golden Golf Deal at Drugan's Castle Mound. Get a full 7-day-a-week golf membership for only $500 for 2023. Limited $500 memberships are available, so visit the website at drugans.com to purchase this membership or call 526-4144 now before this great deal is done.
At Drugan's Country Club, yes, Drugan.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. Thanks for listening. We are just the family sitting around the table.
Best answer ever!
We're always fun.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran from the Mix Morning Show. Wake up with us every morning on Mix 96.
Jerry Springer, best known for his long-running talk show, has died of cancer at the age of 79. His family released a statement saying he passed away peacefully at his suburban home. Jared Hill looks back at his career.
Known for its outrageous brawls and dysfunctional guests, The Jerry Springer Show was an American guilty pleasure for decades, scoring high ratings for much of its 27-year run. Host Jerry Springer had this to say about the show's longevity in 2010.
I'm not proud because what we're starting now is we're starting to get the kids of our original guests on. And this is wrong because these people were told not to procreate.
Springer was born in London to German Jews who escaped the Holocaust and came to this country when he was 5. In the 1970s, he served as a city council member and mayor of Cincinnati. But it was his salacious, self-named television show that turned Jerry Springer into a household name.
It was fascinating to watch, people fight and people, argue over, infidelity, and it tapped into a part of the national psyche that was untapped.
We're getting down and dirty with our next story.
Springer defended his critically reviled program as escapist entertainment and often told people, tongue-in-cheek, that his wish for them was that they may never be on his show. Jared Hill, CBS News.
We'll be right back after this.
It's the Hy-Vee Red Hot Weekend Sale this Friday through Sunday. Hy-Vee pasta sauce, just 99 cents. That's Smart frozen vegetables, just 88 cents. And Hy-Vee yogurt, only 29 cents. Only at Hy-Vee.
Spring has sprung, the grass has riz. I wonder where the furniture is. At King Furniture, of course.
During our spring clearance event, save an additional 10% off our already low prices. Plus, take advantage of 0% free financing. Recliners, sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, and more. With our huge selection of in-stock furniture, low price guarantee, and free delivery, why shop anywhere else?
It's the King Furniture Spring Clearance Sale.
The Island is going next level. Introducing the all-new High Limit area at Treasure Island Resort and Casino. Renovated and ready just for you. All your favorite slots and table games. Now with enhanced benefits, exclusive bonuses, and life-changing jackpots. Play with your Island Passport Club card and watch your winnings go next level. Elevate your game at the all-new High Limit area at Treasure Island Resort and Casino. Destination fun.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Touchstone Energy Cooperative has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and we can show you how. Take the next step to go electric and put the power of your co-op to work for you. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Love your home but hate your bathroom? Convert the ugly old tub to a safe, convenient walk-in shower or a new soaker tub if that's your style. Remove your old flooring, toilet, vanity, and replace it with one of the wonderful options found in our showroom. Designers to plan it, carpenters, electricians, and plumbers to complete it. The Board Store Home Improvements, improving your home improving your life. Bathrooms, kitchen, flooring, and more. Call or visit our showroom at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse.
It's the Hy-Vee Red Hot Weekend Sale this Friday through Sunday. Hy-Vee chicken drumsticks or thighs, 99 cents a pound. Hy-Vee orange or apple juice, 99 cents. And Sweet Celebration seedless grapes, $1.38 a pound. Only at Hy-Vee.
Here we go. The next 8 days, we'll see highs in the upper 60s, low 70s tomorrow. Rain chances pick up again in the afternoon hours. Then they really go gangbusters for the weekend, and we drop the temperature with highs in the mid-40s.
We sure do. All right. Thanks for watching tonight at 10. We appreciate your time. We'll see you tomorrow.